Hi, my name is Arvind Singhal, and I teach at the University of Texas here at El Paso in the Department of Communication. And today I'm going to talk to you about liberating structures. Have you ever been in a classroom where you arrive and you see rows of tables and chairs neatly arranged? Students who come and sit behind their desks and open their laptop. A lot of bodies that are present, but maybe minds that are sometimes absent or lost in Facebook. Where there's a sage on stage, a professor, a teacher, the knower, the distributor and arbiter of knowledge, just doling words of wisdom, in control of the content with a clicker. Or have you been in a meeting where there's a CEO or a department head or a divisional manager at the head of the table, in control, managing a discussion? Have you ever been in a situation where the opposite is true, where the discussion is completely free-flowing, an open brainstorm, where ideas are ping-ponging? Somebody floats an idea and somebody responds, and too much is said, but perhaps too little accomplished. If you've been in situations like that, where there are structures of too much control, or too little, or no control, then certain outcomes obviously happen, which may not be very functional. That's the reason why you have bodies that are present and minds that may be absent. Or you may have somebody on the stage, the sage on the stage, while the other empty vessels sitting, waiting for them to be educated or filled with knowledge. Now, liberating structures represent an alternative to the notion of too much control or no control or too little control. There are actually about 36 structures that can enable all individuals in a setting, in a group setting, in a classroom, in a meeting, in any other place where groups gather, to unleash their potential. Each person engaged, each person having a voice. Enabling people in a setting to interact in ways which releases energy, which releases their creative potential. These 36 liberating structures were designed, practiced, you can say refined by two colleagues of ours, two friends of ours, Henry Lipmanovich and Keith McCandless, who have been working with organizations, have been working with groups to shape their agendas and to shape the outcomes that they can generate from these agendas through the interactions that may occur between the constituent participants. And what's transformational about these liberating structures, which liberate as opposed to control or no control, is that these liberating structures distribute the control of content among all the participants. Liberating structures replace sequential interventions, the ping pong, somebody pings and the other person pongs, that's sequential, with simultaneous interactions. So think about a lot of people ping-ponging or playing doubles in tennis. Liberating structures give everyone an equal opportunity and time to participate. We are often in meetings where somebody has airtime and somebody doesn't. Some voices are muted, silenced, overlooked, rejected. Liberating structures provide an equal opportunity for everyone to participate. And more so, liberating structures do so in a safe environment, in a safe space, a comfortable space in which power dynamics or hierarchies, which tend to mediate communication are neutralized. Liberating structures facilitate the co-creation of both agendas. What is it that we want to talk about? How we are going to talk about what we are going to talk about, and also the outcomes, the solutions that come out of them. Liberating structures allow people to act their way into a new way of thinking, because liberating structures are about doing. You do things with other people so that you can assimilate, experience, internalize in ways that's not possible if somebody tells you this is to be done, or if you observe somebody doing something. And given the fact that there are safe spaces and there are dynamics of interaction, liberating structures allow people to build trust as they go, because they're sequential and parallel and in cycles. And perhaps most importantly, as opposed to people being told what to do, liberating structures allow for self-discovery within a group, where people discover their own assets, their own strengths, their own voice, their own ideas. Now you're probably saying, really? We have something which can do all this, and we haven't heard about it? Well, you're hearing about it. They do exist, and they exist in reality and have been used in multiple settings. Here at the University of Texas, El Paso, we are engaging in an experiment where several faculty members and graduate student instructors are using liberating structures to transform, in some ways, the way conversations or interactions happen in a classroom. I facilitate a lot of meetings outside the university context, and I often employ liberating structures so as to tap the energy, the potential of the people that exist in the room, as opposed to me controlling the agenda only, or having no agenda, and allowing a space for open brainstorm. Now you must be saying these liberating structures must be a very difficult thing to master. If they can do all this much, gee, I mean, there must be some special expertise that's needed. And perhaps in answering that question of difficulty, we can say that liberating structures are as simple as Lego. They are scalable, they are adaptable. You can use one with the other, simple and easy to learn. You don't need a training course, a lengthy training course, and spend lots of money to learn them. There's really no special expertise that's needed either to learn or to implement them. You don't have any dependence on expert facilitators. So are you intrigued? Do you want to be liberated? I feel liberated. I think those who are part of classroom environments that I'm in say, these are their words, that they feel liberated. You can too. Thank you.